we have done that World Bank's criteria is measuring development on the basis of per capita income. So we have seen that how World Bank has classified countries into developed countries, that is the high income countries, middle income countries and the low income countries. Then we have done that money is not the only criteria, or the average income is not the only criteria to measure development. So now the development meaning has changed. It has undergone changes because now people do not require only the average income, they do not require only food, shelter and clothing, but now they require even education, proper health facilities also. So for that, the development meaning has undergone changes, and United Nations Development Program, it has published a report which is called as Human Development Report on the basis of gross national income, on the basis of life expectancy rate and on the basis of schooling. Schooling is above 14 years of age. How many students are still going for the higher education? And then the rank has been decided by the UNDP on the basis of the development on all these criteria. Rank has been given to all the member countries of the United Nations. So we have a comparison here of the different countries. We have Sri Lanka, India, Myanmar and Pakistan. We don't have to learn all these figures, except you have to learn the figures of the India. Like of our country you have to learn. Rest of them there is no need to learn the data. If at all it is given, they will give you the whole data and ask you the questions. Now if you compare India with Sri Lanka, you will see that their gross national income is higher than us. Then if we see life expectancy rate also, Sri Lanka's life expectancy rate, what is life expectancy rate? An average span of the years a person is going to live. So that is also higher than India. That means they have better health facilities, and then their percentage of the students who are going for higher education is also higher. Their HDI rank is far better than India. Their rank is 76. And you can see that India's rank is 130, which is a matter of concern for us because our rank is very much behind many countries. So we need to focus specially on the human development, that is specially on the education and the health facilities in our country. That is what, and when you are learning children, you have to write separately World Bank's criteria and then UNDP's criteria, because there is a question maybe of 3 marks or 5 marks that they classify the countries on the basis of their development given by World Bank and given by the UNDP. So you have to write both the criteria and explain the criteria on what basis they have been done. Then we come to the last part of the chapter, that is sustainable development, which we have already done in geography. Chapter 1 again, but just a small definition or a small part of it, I'll do it. Now we know that development is a continuous process. Development is a continuous process. It cannot be stopped. But what can we do? Because now it is a matter of concern, because there is a race for the development among the various countries, and we can see the consequences of this in the whole world, not only in India. So it is a world issue now. Problem of environment is a world issue. So because of that, now we have, not only we, the whole world is now towards this sustainable development. Sustainable development means development should take place without harming the environment. That means, how can we do this? Without harming environment, how can we do development? We can do the development by not exploiting the resources. We can use the resources but not exploiting the resources. 2 examples are given in your book. One is about the water resources which are depleting, especially your groundwater resources, especially in India where a large amount of irrigation is done through the groundwater. And then we have the petroleum reserves which are also depleting in the whole world, which is again a matter of concern. So we need to have the sustainable development. So that's all, children. In the next class we will have a test and we will start with the next chapter of economics also, that is chapter 2 of economics. If you have any doubts, children, you can message me on my PC. Okay, take care, children.